Right, we only can hear me? Hear me, see me?
Yes. Okay.
How is my voice? Is that okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Can see the screen as well, right?
Correct.
We'll start the class now with the prayer. Palms together, close your eyes, seek the blessing from your Guru and God goddesses. Deeply important, slowly open your eyes. Okay, as usual, we are going with the 3 section, but we are having a small quick section of revision. We are not going to spend much time on it. Quickly revise the thing and move forward.
Is the
As usual,
recording started?
It's already started. Yes. Still, I will read from. Yeah. Brutal way of checking. Most of the time, if there was any problem in the system, the one solution we can give is just shut down the system and on the system.
Golden solution.
Yeah, golden solution. Okay, let's start with the Pancha. Chandra and the Mangal in the Rishabha, Surya Buddhan in the Midana, Guru in the Kadaka, Shukra Kedu in the Simha, Rahu in the Kumbha, Sani in the Meena. Okay. One of my teacher was highly recommending to read the Pancha at least once in a day. Most of the time, it may not possible for everyone to read the Panchang continuously for all the days. Whenever time possible, make it once in a week or at least twice in a week, 2 weeks at a time, at least 1 month and once in a month. Make it as a habit to read the Panchang at least once. What is the benefit out of it? You directly having interacting with the Navagrahas, knowingly, unknowingly, you will get the benefit out of it. So, what are the benefits you will get? The main thing is when you read you can you can explicitly see the benefit when you open the horoscope. Even if you didn't have a confidence, you may say that no, I can't read the horoscope. When I open the chart, my heart will pumping in front of me. You will say everything. But when you do the Panchang reading all every day or once in a time, interact with the Panchang, what it will do, the Navagrahas you get hold of the Navagrahas at least. The energy you will consume from the Navagrahas will increase. Once you open the horoscope, they will guide. The cosmic energy will guide you. And it will tell you, okay, this is at this point in time, this is there are the peoples you can see in the world. There are very good astrologers. Once they open a horoscope, they will tell you what's in your mind and what is your main question. Most of the earlier times, the astrologers, when they went in whatever the time both the peoples are meeting, they calculate the question and answer based on the timing only. They no need to open the chart. Okay? Let's come back here. So that much important reading the picture. That's what I'm trying to say. As usual, we are seeing the king and the queen first. King was in the Mithuna Rasi, Surya and the Buddhan. Queen is in the Rishabha Rasi, Chandra along with the Mars. Then, as usual, there was no change in the early planets. There was the one biggest change. The Guru was moved from here to here, Kadaka Rasi. Now, the Guru is in the exalted position. So, this is the one best year. The Guru moves to three rasis, Mithuna, Kadaka, and then there was a time the Guru will move to the Simha also. Okay. Then we already know about the Rahu in the Kumbha, Ketu in the Simha. When you are getting much more involved into it, then that is the time you will have to concentrate on the Mars Shukra and the Buddha. Okay. I am not telling you, try not to concentrate all the time. The combination will give you the different results altogether. Here the Chandra and the Mangal was together, Surya and the Moon was together, Shukra and the Ketu was together. So what you can do from this, whenever you see this kind of the combinations, that is what we are going to see nowadays. Okay, from from the last week onwards we started. We are going to see the Graha combination only. So whenever we read the combination, you combine that Graha combination along with this also. Okay? So whenever you see these combinations, how you are going to see, this is the combination of because the Chandra, Mangal in the Rishabha, the house of the Rishabha Rasi, who's the Lord? Venus is the Lord. So this is the combination of Chandra and the Venus, Venus and the Mangal, and the main combination what you have to consider, Chandra and the Mangal only. Because the main rule, basic rule, whichever the Graha present in the Rasi that take place the first priority. Then once you understand the priority, the Graha which is present, then the Graha combinations and the owner of the Lord combination, then the aspect will give you the detailed answer about the Gochara. Okay. Whenever you see the horoscope, this is the main practice you have to do. Initially, whenever you see the horoscope, if you see me when I read the Pancham in the last year, in our first year, I won't give you that much importance to see the Graha combination. Okay? From this week onwards, we have to give the importance to see the Graha combination. When we already understand some of if the one single Graha present in one Rasi, what it will do. At least we understand what it will do. Okay? Now we are moving with one step. The two Graha, when the two Graha present in one Rasi, what it will. Okay, so that's the homework you have to do all the time whenever you see the Pancham. Okay, so today is this Graha combination. And okay, then what you are going to compare against, that is your next home. We'll see that on the next week itself. But there is what we are going to compare against, the clue is your birth chart only. Okay? At this moment, for the entire week, whenever you find the time, in a day, you see the Graha combination, and what will you think yourself? Okay, it's in the Venus house, the Chandra and the Mangal was present, it will be like this, it will not like this. What if you don't think it is okay, this is right, this is wrong, okay. In your point of view, whatever your understanding, list down mentally. Then once you do that, there is a point and time will come. The Graha will change you the answer. There was the time I was thinking like, okay, the Chandra, there was one astrologer was saying to me, you have the Chandra Ketu combination, you have a very good memory. Okay, that person was telling, and I know about memory very well. Then on the spot, I said to him, I'm not that, but I don't have that kind of the memory power. And if you ask me memory power in my family, any of my family members, you would really laugh like anything. So I don't have the memory power. In the later point in time, I had a kind of the memory which is different from others. What if there was anything which is deeply into me, even it is for a number of years back, I remember very
mostly meeting ready ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ next meeting work.
Yes. Okay. I can remember that clearly. Whenever we read my horoscope, I will tell you the exact combination of that. Why that person was telling I have the memory power. Then I realized later on, my memory power is a little bit different from whatever the people was mentioning as the memory power. Okay. So that's the Graha combination. You will understand, you evolve from one stage to another. But the astrology which we find, you have the memory power, that is correct. But the Graha combination he found was wrong. The trick will be little bit here and there, but you will evolve one day to another. So you have to see the Graha combination again and again. Okay. Okay, let's move into jumper. important, sunrise and the moonrise you have to be. Now the Amavasya is going to come in day after tomorrow, if I'm not wrong, really. Yes. Then the sunrise, it's under 6 a.m., moonrise 4:35. Most of the time, full moon, you have to see the moonrise. That is the best time to do the moon gazing or moon prayer, or you are going to eat under the sky, the open sky. It's the best time after the moonrise. The sunrise, whatever the prayer which you have planned to do for the sun, do it just at least 15 minutes before the sunrise. Okay? Sunrise is 6 a.m., moonrise is 4:35. Sunset, moonset, most of the time the people won't consider, but this is the time for an astrologer when you are understand the sunset and the moonset also. We'll see the importance later on. Okay. Now, these are Trayodasi, Chaturdasi, Nakshatra, Rogineshi Nakshatra, Mergasira, Ardra. Yoga is a Prati followed by the Dhruva. Weekdays are Ravivara, Taksha is a Krishna Taksha. Karana is a Garaja, followed by Vanija and Vishti. During the last week, I forgot one thing. Did we finish all the Karana, or is anybody can help me? Which Karana till we finished? And when I planned for the revision, I thought, okay, I was in the middle of the Karana. Did we finish everything, or we have?
I think we are left with one or two. Let me check my notes. Vanija Karana we have finished.
At least you can tell me which are the Karana we finished. Then I can make from over.
Until Vanija we have finished.
Until Vanija only, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see the Karana from last week. Sorry, next week. When I see the hours for today's Gocharam only, I remember that there was something was pending. Okay. This is the one thing all the time you have to remember. Okay, let's go for a revision very quickly. The first thing you have to remember in the Kalapurusha chart, what are the Sararashis, Trarasi, and Upayarasi. The one easiest way you can remember is Saram is start with Saram, Stram, Ubayam, it comes like that. So what are the easiest way you can remember? Mesha, Vataka, 7, and 10. Okay, how you can easily remember? Sararasi, it starts with the Kendra numbers 1, 4, 7, and the 10. So that becomes the Sararasi. Sthira Rasi will come back, but before that we will finish with this Upaya Rasi. Upaya Rasi, all the corner Rasi are the Upaya Rasi. See this? So the 12 one, 3, 6, 9, and the 12, multiples of the 3. So, or if you can remember, all the corner Rasis becomes the Upaya Rasi. The Kendra, from the Mesha Lakna point of view, the Kendra becomes your, anybody was waiting? What's thinking? Most. Again. So that is the way you can easily remember the Sara 1, 4, 7, 10 from the consider the Mesha as the Lagna. That becomes the Sara 1, 4, 7, 10. Then the Upaya Lagna 3, 6, 9, 12. The Sthira Lagna, how you can easily remember, if you are quick with max, then next 1 plus 1 with the Kendra. 1 plus 2, 2, 4 plus 1, 5, 7 plus 1, 8, 10 plus 1, 11. So you can go like that also. So you feel like max is not good for me. And how you can easily remember 2, 5, 8, and the 11. So this one point, somewhat you have to remember. The one how I can easily remember, I exactly plus 1 with the Kendra. So that's what I am telling you. If you find any other way, you can tell me. So this is the easiest way to remember the Sarasthira Upaya. You can follow whichever the way which is easy for you. I felt this is the very quick for me. Okay, so one thing you have to remember is Sarasthira Upaya, it have to be printed in your minds. Okay. Then we'll move with the next revision. Anybody remember what is the Badakasthana? I will give you an example.
It is with Stira, Chara, and Ubhaya, right? 11, 9, and sorry. 11, 9, and 7.
Yeah. The Sararasi, what is the number? Which number it will become?
11.
11. Stiram?
9.
9. And the Upayam?
7.
By it is the movable fixer, and it is easy for you to read. Okay, the movable Rasi is the 11, fixed one is 9, and the dual one is the 7. Okay, then the quick test. Okay, now I have the Kanya Lagna. Then which is my Badakas?
Oh.
This is my Lagna, Kanya Lagna, and who is my Badaka? Which is my Badakasthana and who is my Badakadi? These two.
Okay, this is 7. 7th from here, that is Meena.
Meena, yeah. Who's the Badakadipati then?
Oh, Jupiter.
Jupiter, yes. Badakasthana is the Meena Rasi, and who's the Lord? The Lord is the Jupiter. Well, the same thing goes for all 12 Lagnas. So how you are going to do that? Based on the Sarastira Upaya. Okay. Now, if you remember the Yoga Karaga, anybody? Very quickly.
Planet which is in both Kendra and Trikona.
I will give you the clue also. The Rishabha is the one which is having the Yoga Karaga, this one. And the Venus Lord, who's the Venus, that is also the other form of the Venus, that is the Tula, this is also the Yoga. This Lagna which is having the Yoga Karaka. And if you go the Kadaka and the Simha, Yoga Karaka. Kumbha and the Magara have the Yoga Karaka. Okay. And now the question for you is, who's the Yoga Karaka for this Rasi and who's the Yoga Karaka for this Rasi? Imagine this is the Lagna. No, don't imagine that is the Lagna. This Lagna, one among the 12, only 6 Lagnas will have the Yoga Karaka. And I will tell you the clue also.
For Aquarius, that is Kumbha, it is Venus.
Okay, Kumbha is Venus. Awesome. And other two?
I mean, these two, both Makara Kumbha is Venus.
Yeah, Makara Kumbha is the Venus. For the Sunny, the Lagna, which is in the Sunny Lagna, Venus becomes the Yoga Karaka. That's awesome. And the other one?
Leo and Cancer, it is Mars.
Leo and Cancer, awesome. Let me write it down. So this becomes the Venus, right? Yes?
Yeah.
And what do you say for this one? Leo
Mars.
and Cancer? Mars.
Mars.
Okay, who's the other one is present?
Saturn.
Saturn is what?
Both Taurus and Libra.
Taurus and the
Libra.
this is easy, right?
Yeah.
So only these Lagnas will have the Yoga Karaka, and we can easily understand. Venus always combined when the Venus and the Saturn combined together, that will give you the yoga. Same goes for here, right? Who's the owner? Venus is the owner, and who will becomes the Yoga Karaka? That is the Saturn. If even in your kitchen, when they are designing a kitchen, if you see any of the Vastu specialists, they mix the Karaka is this Mars, but mostly they put the Venus and the Saturn together. Even if the color combination and other stuff, they want to make it as the Venus and Saturn combination. If you put the groceries in the stainless steel, that is, it is the Karaka for the Saturn, that enhance the power of the Saturn. So whichever the objects which you place in the kitchen or whatever the objects you place in the hall, room, whichever it is, everything pulled is the Graha's energy. Even if you believe or not, that holds an energy. Particularly when you enter into the kitchen, you can feel the power of the energy. Once you familiarize with the graha, when you enter into any of the home, you can easily feel. And particularly when you enter in any one of the kitchen, you can easily understand what kind of the healthy people is living here. That's why in the early days, the people won't allow the outsiders to enter into the kitchen. The kitchen was usually not easily accessible. Nowadays, the plan was different. But in the earlier days, it won't be easily accessible. They felt the kitchen is the pharmacy for their house. So they won't allow anybody to enter into the kitchen. We come back to here. So the other stories here. Okay. Well done. Okay. Anybody knows about the Ashtamadipati? Now imagine I have the Tula Lagna. What is the Ashtamadipati for the Tula Lagna?
Taurus, Venus.
Venus. Okay, why? Because this is the 8th house for the Lagna. Now, it's the same question if I have the Kanya Lagna. I have the Kanya Lagna. Who's my Ashtamadipati?
Mars.
Mars. Why? Because this becomes my 8th house. So that is why the Ashtamadipati means the owner of the house. 8th house is the Mesha Rasi. Owner is the Mars. So the Mars becomes my Ashtamadipati for the Kanya Lagna. Okay, now we'll move into the Virayadipati. Who's the Virayadipati for Dhanur Lagna?
Vrishchika, Mars.
Mars. Okay, the 12th house is the Virayasthana. Then who's the owner of that house? Becomes the Virayadipati. Now the Dhanur is a Lagna. The 12th house is the Vrikshika. Who's the owner? Mars is the owner. So that becomes the Virayadipati. This is awesome. Now revision was done. So next week we will move into the different topics. Now let's quickly revise the last week class. Sun and the moon combination. The sun is a kind of energetic energy. Sun is full of energy, activity, action oriented. Moon is completely relevant with the emotional thing. So when you combine this together, these people are very good spiritual guides, counselors. Okay. Now, when moves into the sun and the Mars, the sun's energy is an active, very energetic and authority, administrative, dominance, dreamer, and Mars is kind of a very fearful energy. Then these two combined together, these people can lead the nation, lead the company, lead whichever in front of them. Okay? This is the very authority position for any individual. It comes into the sun and the Mercury. Sun is a very energetic planet, want everything in an action, administrative and very authoritative, dominant, and it wants to be everything between respect in everything and want to do everything in a good way. The Mercury is a kind of a childish but very intellectual in nature, good analytical skills. The documentation is very good. When combined together, these people are very good in finance. Even if they enter into the banking or accounting fields, they very well. Okay? Now we'll move into an actual class and give you only.
We were done with only Sun and Moon and Sun and Mars last week.
I think we lost. Oh, Vanita is muted.
Anybody speak anything?
We did only Sun and Moon and Sun and Mars last week. We had to do Sun and Mercury this week.
Then with Mercury today? Okay,
Yes.
we'll do that. Okay. Let's go with the sun and the Mercury. Sun, which is the full, we know about the sun, right? Sun is meant for dominance, sun meant for authority, action, energetic activity. In a simple way, how you can imagine sun? You can imagine the king. You can imagine who rules the world, who dominates the world. That is the sun. And the Mercury, okay, the Sun, the better quality is, even if you may say it is an dominant and authoritative, but he gives the benefit to everybody regardless of whoever it is. There is no partiality. The kindness which is shown by the Sun was, there is no partiality. Now comes into the Mercury. Mercury's child is in nature and very young energy, and this is very intellectual. A kind of a bookworm. He wants to understand everything by study. The knowledge is tremendous and very good in analytical skills. If ask them to find out a solution from tons and tons of papers, and they will derive an answer in a very effective way. The Mercurians are very good in study. Okay, now combine these two energy, the Sun and the Mercury together. These peoples are intelligent, very much intelligent because of the Mercury's energy. Already the Sun's energy is also there. So these peoples are organized, disciplined, very clever, and whichever the number in front of them, they are very good with numbers. They may say, no, I'm not interested in maths, but I'm very good with maths. I'm good with numbers. You may heard about these people. I'm one of them. I'm not good in maths or not, but I'm good with numbers. When you say this kind of the words, no, I'm good with numbers. They can easily say, definitely the Mercury in a good position. For a testing also, see the people who are good in maths, then Mercury is really well placed. Most of the time, when the Sun and the Mercury combined, the writing skills is also developed. And in the writing skills, the very honesty is reflected in every way. There is a direct speech is also in it. That is an young energy and active energy combined together in your writing skill. How it will. Okay? So this is the point. Now imagine a situation. Sun, Mercury combined, the writing skill will be really beautiful, very honest, very reflective, and very direct. They won't go here and there and find and tell you a solution. If you read one page of one page, and then it may contain 5 paragraphs. Normally, if let's say Mercury was combined, Ketu was combined together, Sun, Mercury, Ketu, they will give you an answer in indirect way. You won't find an answer. Everything was hidden behind the sentences, and you have to fill the gaps. Find an answer from the paragraphs. When the Sun and the Mercury was combined, the answer you can get directly. Every paragraph is an answer. That kind of the writing skills they have. Okay? It's a beautifully well written any essays, documents, books, whatever it is. Even when you read the books from different people, you will really understand. These people are, when they are writing, what is the prominent energy of the Navagrahas involved in them? Without the Mercury energy, your writing skills is not possible for you. You may think you write. You may think, okay, now I will tell you one more thing. When the Sun, Mercury, Saturn was combined together, you may have an energy to write, but Saturn won't allow you to write. It drag you the energy. And it pulls you down as much as it can. It delays the process. One point in time, you may also forget, okay, I can write or read also. That much delay will be there. But when the Sun and Mercury combination was present, these people they don't get delayed, they're very disciplined, their writing is very direct and reflective in nature. Okay. When it comes into an occupation, very good when they are involved in the financial related career, financial related career. When they are involved in the banking, accounting, or they do plan for others, or if it is a business analyst, advice to anybody. But here the advisor is also, if you are a financial advisor, that is the very great to your career. Okay, the company secretary, when the Sun and Mercury was combined together, company secretary is the possible job for you because you are a very good planner. Nobody can plan like you anything. Very well documented, even if it is any document related stuff or the reading related stuff. You are involving in only reading the documents and you have to produce a result. The Sun and Mercury combination is the best. Here, the Sun and Mercury, there are the other planets also. Even if you have the Venus and Mercury, a very beautiful planet. But execution, when the Sun's energy was there, you are a good planner as well as can execute that plan as well. You will move one step forward. Here, there are some peoples, they will be the planning will be staying in the mind. It won't be even reflected in the ink, even if it won't be written on the paper also. When the Sun Mercury combination, the plan is written, the plan is executed. It moves to one level further. Okay? The same goes for the here. When Sun and the Mercury, similar to if the Sun was in the Mithuna house, or Sun was in the Mithuna house means Mercury and the Sun combination. The same goes for when the Sun was in the Kanya, Virgo, Sun and the Virgo. So both the things will give you the combination of the Sun and Mercury combination. Okay, is that clear? The same goes for here also. In the Levio, Mercury was there. Now imagine like this. So this is again the Sun and Mercury combination. Who will say, Vanita, there was no Sun, the Mercury only was there. And this is the house of the Sun, right? The one point in time when imagine a situation, you read the horoscope, there was let's say Kadagalatna. Mercury was in the second house. Now only consider on the second house combination. Okay, now let's forget about the Lagna. Now, when you read the horoscope, you see the horoscope in the Rashi, the Mercury only was there. So what are the steps you have to do? First thing, you understand what is the Lagna, from the Lagna, which house it is. Okay, that's the first point. Is there any Graha present in it? Yes, it is. It takes a priority over everything. So remember all the things about the Graha present in the house. So once you've done that, then the one more layer which is coming, the Graha which is present, is there any combined with any other Graha? The combination takes place the next priority. So that is also done. Then imagine a situation now like this. You see in the Mercury, in the Simha Rashi, only one planet was present. And combined with the owner of that house, that is the Sun. So Sun and Mercury combination. Remember that point also. Then finally you will see any aspect of the planets. Combined with that also. Then finally when you read the horoscope, you know in the initial point, when you remember about the Mercury, the second layer will forget, the third layer will forget. In the initial point, make it as a note, like how you can easily remember that kind of the thing. You can easily point out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You really wonder, when you do this kind of an exercise, once you planned your sketch in a paper, you written down everything. Then in the layer, right, you will see only one common thing for sure. That is the nature of the person. It will come. Even if you're reading about the second house, and in the second house, you see the Mercury. Okay. So what are the things you have to remember? The Sun and the Mercury combination, that you have to remember. And the Mercury in the second house, what it will do, written down everything. Sun and the Mercury combination, written down everything. Currently, there was no Graha combination, so we are skipping that part. Is there any Graha aspecting that planet? Written that combination. Written that mix. Make it as a 1, 2, 3 points. Okay? That there will be one common point will be there, or at least every layer which will show you the unique characteristics of that person. You may think it will same for everybody. No, that's the real wonder here. Even in your family also, place everybody horoscope and you just research there only one house. Make it as a first house, second house, or any one house. You see that you will really wonder. And in addition to that, what you can make fun, can make interesting in learning the horoscope. Imagine you have the 5 family members. Lay down the chart for everybody. Okay? Let's take one person, okay, as a main person and compare it against with the chart. That will tell you the different story altogether. How they will behave, what is the nature towards that person, how they will react when you argue with them and you discuss with them, or you like them or not, what they like, what you like. You will understand everything when you laid out the chart. In the first, when you do it the first time, you will feel like, okay, here is the graha, there is the graha. Don't worry, do it next time, next time. The chart will tell you, the chart will guide you, and it will show you the direction also. Okay, look at this point. Look at that house in his or her horoscope. Okay? It's a little bit deviation, but that's really what. But when you read the horoscope, that will give you a different story. I will tell you one more thing also. Particularly if you have a sibling. In a family, if you are 3 people as a sibling, you compare against. This is a wonderful thing to research. Okay. Imagine you have one 2 sisters or 1 brother, or 3 sisters, 1 brother, 3 brothers, whoever it is, which combination you are in. Only one homework for you this week is, there is one question will come, Manita, I'm the only child in my home, what I have to do. We'll do that later. Now imagine you find out some people, one or the other way, you will find out some people, they have at least 2 siblings, at least 2 sisters, 2 brothers, whichever the combination it is. Here, what you have to see for the chart is, because when we are seeing about, when we are reading about the sun, this will give you the different understanding together. Okay, now I take it as an example. Yeah. Stepping this one. Suppose. Imagine the one person was having the 3 siblings. Okay. This 1, 2, and the 3. This is the father of these 3 peoples. This is the chart for the above 3 peoples. So before seeing the father's horoscope, you don't need to worry about this father's horoscope now. Collect these 3 people's horoscope. Now, what do you have to find? You have to find only one graha from their chart. That is the sun. Imagine you have a sun in the Kumbha. Imagine you have a sun in Mithuna. Imagine you have a sun in the Makara. Okay. Don't worry about the father name. Now, once you collected these 3 people's horoscope who are sibling, okay, remember, they should be the same bloodline. You should not go with the cousin. Okay, you should not go with the other people. No, I treat them as a brother, sister, leave it. You have to consider the same bloodline. The story goes different, but currently we are considering these 3 siblings born from the same parents. That's a ground rule. Currently, we are seeing only the sun. This week as a homework, only sun. Okay. Now, for the first sun, the sun was present in the first son or daughter, whoever it is. Sun was in the Kumbha, Mithuna. And the second sun, it was in the Mithuna. Third, the sun was in the Vrikshaka. Now, once you find out an answer, what are the characteristics of the sun in the Kumbha, sun in the Mithuna, sun in the Vrikshaka, combined that character to the father. So this is an example I will give you. Combined the character to the father, that's the exact character of the father. Then you will say, Vanita, that is only one person. How the one person can have 3 different characters? When the first son was born, whatever the father personality, characters, or benefits this father is acquired, it is written in the first son or daughter horoscope. This will tell you like that. When the second son or daughter was present, this is the personality of the father. When the third one was born, this is the personality of the father. The same father only during the different phases of the life, how the father was evolved, that will be easily reflected in the horoscope. For an trial and error or doing a research also, you compare against this and see, this is the only one relationship we are seeing. For the sun, because we are seeing the sun combination. So when you have this kind of a reading, you will really wonder how the horoscope will tell you everything. It will definitely tell you one character of the father, how the father will be, what the father will going to do, how he will behave, or what kind of an attachment between the son and daughter, or father and the son, or father and the daughter. Okay? Consider this as a home. Okay, now let's see. Sun and Mercury, mainly these people involved in the accounts or financial related things, they really flourish very well. Okay. Now let's combine then. Anybody having the Sun and the Mercury combination? Hmm? Okay, now let's come into the Sun and the Jupiter combination. Everybody can
Yeah,
hear
I
me.
have it in, ma'am, I have it in
Oh,
sixth house. Mine is
okay,
Midana
so
Rasi.
second. And Mithuna Lagna,
Midana
right?
Lagna and
Mithuna
Rasi
Lagna.
also.
Here the moon
And
also. Okay.
it's in Vrishika, Sun and Mercury and Ketu.
Sun and Mercury. Okay. Let's see. Which is exactly matching with you, which
Yeah,
is not.
I'm good at accounts, no issues.
And when Mercury and the Ketu was present, how much you interested in the maths?
Very much, ma'am.
When you are analyzing the things, the wisdom will come automatically, or you will try and find the wisdom out of.
Like if it's some new field, I have to listen to it for some time. That's it.
You imagine you are an expert in any of the analytical area, you're doing your business, and you are doing that for a number of years.
Yeah.
So when you are doing, do you feel that interest in you, or you feel like, no, I'm not interested. This is really,
No, no. Anytime I get the interest, especially if it's maths, mathematics, and banking and accounting.
yeah, that's the Sun Mercury combination. Because the
In
first
fact,
one will
in my job, we have a costing exercise for any garment we make, apparel.
have.
So everybody will be avoiding it, but I used to take it without my interest, but I'll be able to do it so well, and people will used to give me more exercise on that. It's like
Hmm.
that.
Because the Sun Mercury will make you to do it no matter what. That gives you an energy.
Yeah.
Okay, there was one more combination here also. We will see that in the Mercury Ketu combination was. Okay, this is totally a different combination. If I'm not wrong, this is an order, right? Or the order will be different.
I think Ketu, Mercury, and Sun. I think it is.
Ketu. So,
I'm not sure. Let me take my chart.
but looks like anyway the Mercury and the Sun combination are same. That's the case. They are definitely interested in maths.
Yeah. Sun.
I have a
Okay.
chart, Vanita.
Hmm.
10.
Hmm.
Ravi and Buddha in the
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second.
Kumbha. Kumbha.
Ravi, Buddha, in the Kumbha, Ravi,
Yeah.
Sun and the Mercury.
Yes.
Okay.
Lagna is Kataka.
So this is the eighth house, right?
Early 20s, so cannot make out much from these. Yeah, 8th house. Yeah.
Okay, here is the thing. The combination is just going to tell you the graha which is present in it, right? That will tell you exactly what he or she is. Right? Definitely energetic, definitely active in nature. You can't subside their energy. They're very much active. The intelligence is a part of them. because the Mercury energy was there. The Sun and the Mercury was combined together. This quality will be inbuilt. They born with the quality only. They are very much energetic. The dominance will be there. They're good dreamers as well. If the dreamer is not like they are like daydreaming and they won't do anything, not like that. The Sun was present. He's a very big dreamer. He's a visionary, and the even he visioned for 40 years, 50 years, even 100 years in front of him. The Mercury will guide him to make it to an execution. The knowledge will be there, the intellectual will. Okay, here is a question for everybody. Now we already know about what is Sun, what is the Sun Mercury combination. Okay, now it is in the 8th house. Now tell me how it will. Everybody remember what is the 8th house, right?
Yeah. Transformation. House of transformation, longevity.
The 8th house combined that together with the Sun and the Mercury.
There'll be in occult knowledge they'll be having. Sun.
They become spiritual, I think, right?
Yeah, more
Also.
ritualistic.
Go slow. See, the 8th house tells you the transformation, right? How you are, then you will get a transform into a different person. Now, when the Sun and the Mercury was present, they transform into very intensely or not. They transform or not, first thing. What is the speed of the transformation? Is it a very good speed or not?
Very good speed.
Very
Because
good
the Sun
speed
was
because
present.
of Mercury.
No, not Mercury, Sun.
Sun.
Sun will give you the energy. Sun will give you the speed, make you to transfer, give you the energy to transfer. Okay, this is the thing. You go and transform yourself, and they
But
will
this
find
is
a way
in
also.
Saturn's house, so that speed may be affected, right?
That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going. Wait a second, guys. We'll finish with the first Sun and Mercury combination.
Okay.
So then we'll come one level deeper.
Okay.
So the Sun will make you to intensify the transformation. Yes, definitely yes. And who's going to give you the knowledge? Mercury is going to give you the knowledge. And what are the other things will come? There is a sudden changes will come ups and downs. They will the transformation. It's not like okay, it's like a cakewalk. I can slowly transform this that. Maybe the sudden changes because of the Sun and Mercury combination. That too in the 8th house. Now, when comes into the 8th house is also tells you about the longevity. Okay, now tell me about when the Sun and Mercury was present. Is there any problem with the longevity or not?
Long, right? Long longevity.
8th house is also tells you about your longevity, right? Health challenges and other stuff. Yes.
Health challenges is 6th house, right? Roga Runuvipu.
Oh, okay. Wait a
That is
second.
6th house.
No. Correct. 6th only. The 6th will tell you about the disease which you can cure by medicine.
Oh.
And the 8th will tell you about the disease which comes as a chronic. It's a kind of the thing which is prolonged in your ages. And the longevity is, it tells you about the longevity means how long you can sleep. So you should not go and search your birth chart. Okay, how many years I can able to be. Don't do that kind of the stuff. It needs a different calculation altogether. That's I highly preferred and I highly recommend trying not to touch that area. Okay, live your life peacefully. Even if it is for one more second in your life, live peacefully. So here, let's remove the word as the longevity into the health challenges. Do you have any health challenges? Possibly no, because the Sun and Mercury was present. Here, you might remember this word no, but I will change this word into an answer in the another layer. Okay? Now with this version no, because Sun and Mercury was present, it's active energy. I won't get that kind of disease. That's what the current health challenges little bit reduced to 30%. Okay. Now enter into the interesting area of an occult science. Okay, here is the thing. These people enter into the occult science with the deepest knowledge or the shallow knowledge.
Deep, because Mercury leads you
Mercury
to.
was present. Exactly. They have developed a strong interest to find the truth. They won't understand, okay, things that they use all kind of analytical skills and put into their knowledge and find out the evidence. Okay? That's the main thing. Even if these three things are in your mind, that's more than enough. Okay, now we'll come into one more layer. What is that? So now here, what are the things we said? The transformation is intensified. Yes. Okay, here is a trick. Now, first layer, the Sun and Mercury, the Graha which is present in the Rasi, we understand that now. Now, who's the owner here? The Saturn is the owner here. Is that going to drag you down? Yes, absolutely. The transformation is it's the transformation is not much quick. It becomes the medium level. Okay, yeah, you know this chart Saturn where it is?
Saturn is in, 1 second. It is in 11th house, along with Rahu.
Okay, kind of inauspiciousness increased. So the delay may also get increased. When the Sun and the Mercury, the transformation may not be that much be easy for him. He have to pull through kind of all kind of the struggles in front of him. The days may get dragged like anything. At one point in time, he may also forget whether I transformed or not. That many days will go. But the sun, okay, here is also one more thing. When the sun and the Mercury sitting in the sun, sitting in the Saturn's place, the one thing for sure, they are very disciplined. They even though they try to find out the hidden truth, they try to find out the hidden treasure, hidden knowledge. Their discipline to want to fade away. To maintain the discipline, the determination is given by the sun. The knowledge is given by the Mercury, combined together. But this is also has a side effect that delays the process. Okay, let's see. Is someone
I have Sun and Mercury in Mercury's house in Kanya.
Mercury's house?
Yeah, Kanya.
Kanya Lagna. Can you repeat one more time?
No, not Kanya Lagna. Lagna is Taurus, but I
Lagna
have
is
Sun
Taurus.
in Kanya.
Okay. Where is Sun and Mercury?
In Kanya.
Okay, Sun and Mercury in Kanya. Oh, awesome. Okay, this is your fifth house. Okay, what the fifth house will tell you? Fifth house will tell you about
Children,
Creativity.
fame, romance.
children, romance, fame, speculative
Land.
related stuff, amusement,
Creativity.
and importantly, Puru Punya.
Art and culture.
What is it?
Creativity and art and
Creativity part. Awesome. Very good. Yeah.
And good children.
Children. Yeah. That's what we first said, right? Okay, awesome. So now
Mercury.
combine this characteristic with the Sun and the Mercury. Okay. They may have when comes into the children, it's in the Mercury house. The Mercury was exalted here. Sun was present along with it. Okay, now everybody can take a wild guess. How many children this person may have? Definitely it may go wrong, okay? But you can tell
How
but
many?
you can- how many children
Oh.
and gender also. This is the fun only. Most of the time it goes wrong. I will tell you also.
Two male
Possibly
children.
It is
Two male children.
male child.
two main children, yes, if they married. Because son was present. Is this person is married?
you're
Yes.
asking me? No, I'm not married.
What is it?
I'm not married.
Okay. Suppose in case if the person was married and have a children, he may have one son and one daughter. Okay, I will tell you my statistics. There was a time when I learned about this in the initial period. I confidently say, okay, you have the two daughters, one son, and if I tell you about like this 10 horoscopes, only 2 was correct. So most of the time it gets me wrong. Still, I didn't find an answer because I didn't have an interest to find an answer. I know why also. I didn't give that much importance, but it's just to learn it, find a different interest. Okay, then I'll leave this children's part. Then we'll move into the creativity part.
Just curious, Vanita, you mentioned one male and one female. What is the basis for that?
The graha which is present.
Okay.
See, the graha which is present here, right? When the Venus was present, definitely the female child will be there. When the sun was present, definitely male child will be there. That too, if in the order of the sun and the Mercury, which is present like this, the first is the sun, second is the Mercury. The first child will be the sun only.
Okay. So basis for female child?
Venus will come. And the Mercury, when the Mercury, Venus, all the female grahas, right? That represent the what is it? Female child. Then you may ask, when the Rahu Ketu was present, what you can say? So that's a question mark, right? So that's what I'm saying. In my statistics was mostly wrong. If you want to try, but did I? I'm not trying to take an attempt like this again and again. No, I'm doing this attempt every horoscope which I'm seeing. When I see the horoscope, I have that in mind. How many children they have, if they married, and okay, this is one child, and there's a background. I will set my mind, but I won't ask them. They will tell you, okay, the stories, right? You can understand that. You can tick mark yourself. Okay, this is wrong. This is right. But my statistics will say most of the time I will tell you wrong. Now comes into the creativity. Okay, there are. I saw some of the astrologers who can able to see how many children you have, and in which age you will have that baby also. They will tell you everything. I don't have that kind of knowledge.
What if it is either Rahu or Ketu in 5th house?
Mostly it has comes as some people will say it's a kind of I didn't have a clear knowledge with when there was Rahu and Ketu, but whatever I heard was if it was a Rahu, the male child will be, because this Rahu and Ketu is not two separate beings, it's one separate, one with the only one head, the other is the body. Right? They consider it as the male child only, but some people will say the Ketu may also consider as the female energy, so female child is also. That is the dilemma in between the knowledge. So I won't say it as that's what I'm saying. This is the doubtful knowledge which I have. Rahu and Ketu, I really don't have a knowledge. When it was in the 5th house, if you ask me to predict like which children it will be, when the Rahu and Ketu, I really don't have knowledge. But other grahas you can easily predict. And the sun was present. Definitely the first child is the male child. Mercury, Venus was present. The first child is the female child. Like that you can predict. But when it comes into the Rahu Ketu, I don't really have a knowledge. Let's come back here. When the sun and the Mercury was present, let's move into another characteristic of the 5th house, creativity. They have the creativity, yes, absolutely, but the creativity is really shining. They show their authoritiveness in the creativity itself. They show what they can be able to present to the universe. And is the creativity hold the intelligence? So absolute intelligence will be deliberately shown in the creativity. And you will definitely mesmerized because the sun and the Mercury combination present, the creativity was flawless. When it comes into the fame, the sun was present, Mercury was present, definitely the fame will come to them. Because The fame is not like known to everybody in the universe. Then this particular person will be known to the people around them itself. Okay? This is the minimal I'm saying. The fame will be definitely good. If they try to involve in the speculative related business or entertainment related business, they definitely will flourish. But the Mercury was present, trying mostly instead of getting into the entertainment stuff, getting into the banking, accounting related, analytical, skilled oriented stuff, it makes them to rise in a different level. But before we coming into a conclusion, because once you see the horoscope Sun and Mercury combination, you may think, okay, definitely these people is good in the finance, good in accounting. But you have to see their career houses also. You have to see the 6, 10, and 11. Then you finally have to come into a conclusion. That's why I all the time say, whenever you see the horoscope, have the question as your anchor. When you see the horoscope, everything flows into you, and you should not be lost in the information you gather. Have an anchor. That's the question you received from the client whoever you are seeing the horoscope. That's your anchor. Based on that, you open the horoscope and look into the relevant houses, derivatives. Okay, how much whose horoscope is this? Sun and Mercury? Meena, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Sorry, Ramita.
How much it's that matches which how is your creativity? Creativity is good.
Very good. Like I'm very creative from the beginning, and even my profession, I took it as designing and all that. So I'm quite creative.
Yeah, the Sun and Mercury will do that.
Mhm.
Okay, here is interesting thing. If the Mercury was present, it may not be able to show the creativity with the boldness. But, maybe it feels shy. Okay, I don't want to be shown to everybody. But when the Sun was present, these people want to exhibit to everybody. Okay, that's the confidence they have. Okay, this is the creativity I hold to myself, and I want to exhibit the confidence which is comes from the Sun and the intelligence which is given by the Mercury. Okay, now we combine it together, you can find an answer, right? Yes. So,
I can't hear you.
okay, awesome. Okay, I thought to go into the Sun and Jupiter, possibly no. Then I move into the horoscope for today. Okay, we are seeing the Saravanan horoscope. Now, I will finish it in within 2-3 minutes, then we'll close the class because I am also leaving for somewhere. Okay. We are seeing the Saravanan horoscope. Now, the Lagnam is the Kanya Lagna, Mesha Rasi, Dasha now happening is the Rahu, Mercury, and the Moon. Now, when you see the horoscope, first thing we already know about it, the ascendant is the Kanya Rasi. The Lagnadipati, which is sitting in the 11th house. We already saw the first house, what it is about. Now we are moving into the second house. The second house, which is, if remember about the second house, right? The second house is what the Dhanasthana. It's about the speech. It's about the money which you have in this dimension at this point, at this birth. The money which you have, the liquid assets. Food and are you interested in food or not? Can you see from the Rahu? When the Rahu was in the second house, who's the Lord? The Lord is the Venus. The Venus is also in the 9th house. So here is the here the 2 house was owned by the same Lord. That is the Venus. Venus is present in the 11th house. Okay. Now what are the combinations you can see here? 2, 9, and 11. How? The owner is the same, Venus, who is present in the 11th house. So 2, 9, and 11. When the Rahu was present, what will happen? When the Rahu was present in the second house, most of the people, they mostly, it won't give you the auspicious energy in your family. The second house is also family, right? Second house is also for the speech. Second house is also for the money. Money which you have.
Can you just repeat how is it 2, 9?
Okay, the 2
combination?
is, now we are seeing the second house, right? Who's the Lord here? The second house Lord is the Venus, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
The Venus owning the another house, who's that?
9.
Which is the Rishabha, right? That is the 9th house for this Jataka, second house. And the 9th house Lord is Venus, present in the 11th house. So here, what are the combinations which present? 2, 9, and 11. So now here you have to see this is the, now that we are not involving the Graha, we are marking only the second house owner. Second house owner is the Venus. Venus is also own the 9th house. The second and 9th house owner present in the 11th house. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now when a Rahu was present, first thing what you have to do, whichever the Rasi, whichever the Graha present in that Rasi, you have to see that only. That takes the priority. When the Rahu was present. Now, the second house is for your family, second house for your speech, second house for your the money which you have, liquid assets. Okay, when the Rahu was present, or you synchronize with your family, or you bind with the family, you love your family, you want to be with your family, most of the answer is because when the second and the Rahu in the second house, when they speak very directly, and the speech will be sometimes exaggerated, sometimes it will be exactly directly hitting the people in front of. So that's why the speech is also when the second house Rahu means when they try to speak, they speak most of the time very elaborately and in plain words the other people's may get hurt easily. So binding with the family, they feel like they don't want to attach with the family. I need to attach with the family. Okay. Even when they are speaking with the family members also, they directly speak. They don't hold the love in between the words. And when comes into the money, they may have the money because Rahu was present, but the same rule goes here. And if they are not careful with handling the money, it will go away from them just like that. It fades away, completely fades away. That's why when you have the second house Rahu, the people will say, try not to give guarantee to anybody. Don't put jamin to anybody. Don't give money to others. If you are giving money to others, consider it as a donation. Don't think the money will come back. So when the Rahu was present, Rahu in second house, you have to be very much careful in your financial situation.
And it's in the Rahu is sitting in Swati Nakshatra also, its own star. So will it be more eventful, ma'am?
Yes, the power is high. When it was in the same star, it emits energy overwhelmingly, and it won't be stopped. When the Rahu was present, Rahu will do his job for sure. If the person is out of money, no, because the Rahu will give you the way to gain money, and the money will come. But what are the things? What are the discipline you have to follow here? You have to be very careful with your money handling, particularly finance management. You should not lend the money to others. You lend the money also, remember, consider it as a donation. It should not follow them to come back and give the money to you. But once you lend the money, that's it. You have to be thinking that way. Particularly, you should not give guarantee to others. It's a literal no. When the second house Rahu was there, if you are not handling money, if you are not financially properly managing your finance, it will goes away like anything. It gives you when the second house Rahu was here, it gives you like anything. But at the same time, it will drop you like anything also. You may go deeper down, even where you deeper down where you started. Imagine a situation you started here, You may go down without the money. Beyond that also, you're not a careful with money. The first simplest thing, whenever the second house Rahu, that is in the Dhanasthana, the one simplest thing you can say, careful with your money. Keep your finance in check all the time. Don't give guarantee to anybody. Okay. Then another thing, even whatever they say, among the family, they won't give the preference. Even if you see the other people's, you may we shall see the other people's chart, that they will give the importance to the family. They believe that the family is everything. But for them, no, it's a part of the life because why I have to, because the moon and Ketu combination is also present. We will come into the story later. But okay, here one more thing. Eighth house is the moon and Ketu. Second house is the Rahu. So their thought process about the family, the thought process about the money, it comes in the point of view of the Rahu. So you have to think in that way. They exaggerate, they hallucinate, they think everything in a big way. They speak in a very big speech. Everything will comes in a very big way. Okay. So what are the things they have to be careful? They have to be very careful in the speech, be careful in the money, careful with it, careful with the how binding with other family. Okay, then are they? Is this Jataka can we learn all the lessons yearly in the stages itself? No, but they will learn in the all kind of the learning in the way of the life, and the years goes on, the experiences also goes on. Then you may say, Anita, how you know? Okay, that's the answer will be given by the eighth house. Moon and Ketu combination, right? Here, the mind will get into turmoil. The mind will be like every time there was a storm and volcano was erupting and we will settle down normally, everything will happen. But what is the side effect of this? You become mature. You know what to do. You know how to handle the people. You know how to handle the money. That knowledge will be given by the Ketu also. Your mind will be settled, your mind will be saturated. The Ketu will give that kind of the wisdom. We'll come back when we coming into the eighth house, how the transformation is happening here. Okay, here is the thing. What are the things you have to be combined? The second house Rahu, what kind of the transformation will happen when the moon and Ketu? That we will learn later. But here, we concentrate on here. When the Rahu was present in the second house, you definitely have to be very much careful about handling the money. Okay? Sometimes the speech may affect the family members. Sometimes, most of the times, you have to be very much careful in the speaking also towards your family members. Then why I'm telling only the family members? Because second house is for your family. But when he speaks around the other people, to the elderly, to the friends, how he will be? Very soft, very nurturing. He maintains the dignity, the integrity will be there. But when it comes into the family, he goes into the strict mode. He goes the tongue will be short. The speaking of the words can be very tough. Okay. Saravana was not there, otherwise you could check with him. Okay, we'll come back to the second house one more time for 2-3 minutes, 1 minute time. We can check and we can correct ourselves. What are the mistakes we did? Anybody want to add on to it?
What about food? The second house is for food also.
Yes. Okay. Now guess here. Rahu was present. What kind of the food he will like? Okay, I will give you the clue also. Rahu related with the foreign stuff, anything which is foreign.
Exotic food.
Exotic food. Yes, mostly exotic food, and he wants the food in a very any food which is exaggerated. Now we have to confirm with Saravana only, but that was the thing. And then Rahu was here. He needs the food in that kind of a tendency. if the food was decorated, overly exaggerated, he loved it. Any questions here?
Thank you.
So, ma'am, Moon will be aspecting him second house. So, will it have any major influence on Rahu?
Major effect on his mother. Moon and the Rahu Moon aspecting the Rahu. What it will happen? Imagine this combination. Okay, here. Thank you. Here. Moon plus Rahu. Mainly, it is affected the mother. Mother's mental health, mother's psychological health, mother's emotion will be. Mother's emotion won't be stable. It will be erotic in nature. It goes ups and downs, and the mood swings will be comes and here and there. This is when the Moon and Rahu combination exactly here. Okay. Now it is only aspecting. No need to go into that greater level of the affecting the mental health, but definitely mother's mental health will be disturbed. The mood swings will be there, and mental stability will not be there most of the time. Okay, one important thing, overall thing. When it comes into the mother, Moon aspecting the Rahu, the Moon Rahu combination, they may not be along with the mother. There is no possibility will come to live with the mother. Suppose in case if they are living, okay, it could be kind of the chaotic in nature, and both of them will not be lived peacefully. You may also heard about this. When the second house was Rahu was present, the people asked them to leave make their children to live with their grandparents. That's the best and best option. Both of them will live peacefully and they have the peace of mind. The children is also growing beautifully because living. Okay, here is interesting. Oh my God! Wait. Now, when the Moon and Rahu combination, instead of the kid was living with the parents, particularly with the mother and studying, instead, if the kid was studying with the grandparents, the basic education won't get disturbed. Or else at least they stay away from the native place. The basic education will be disturbed. So what else will they do? If the Rahu was second house Rahu was present and the Moon is also aspecting, the basic education will definitely get affected. In which way? You may get interrupted in your basic education. There is a gap in your education, or you may switch the schools 1, 2, 3 schools in a year, or you may transfer from one school to another to a different city. Better option if you have if the kid was studying along with the grandparents. That's the best option because the Rahu was present, particularly with the father's side grandparents. Then this kind of the instability in the education to come. The insecurity won't come to the children, particularly to the kid. The mood swings of the mother won't affect the kid, particularly if the kid was living with the grandparents' house. Everybody lives in peaceful way. But when the moon respecting the Rahu was present, the Jataka and the mother most of the time will be repelled each other. I mean, they definitely will be living away from each other. That's good for both of them.
But ma'am, I have one more point. Moon has a 8th house, will have a bother. It's a challenging house for Moon. But since he is staying with Ketu and aspected by Rahu, will it be a positive outcome for the native? Will it be? Or will there be effect too much?
And the Moon and Ketu combination will give you the different story altogether. Okay, when we see the 8th house, we'll tell you in a detail. But there are things will come when it goes in the 8th house, and the obstacle will be there. Because both the things are inauspicious graha in nature, also the Vagra graha in nature, Rahu and Ketu. Okay. And the Moon was combined with the inauspicious graha. Actually, the Moon was an auspicious graha. But when combined with any of the inauspicious graha, it acquires that property.
Okay.
This becomes an inauspicious one. So when the moon becomes inauspicious one, you can close the horoscope and say, okay, everything is an inauspicious. Why? Because your mind is everything for you. Any individual, the mind plays a biggest role. How much the lagna is important, that much the moon is important. If the moon combined with the Ketu, moon aspecting the Rahu, that's not a good sign.
Okay.
That will give you the relationship will be far away from you, or they are living with you, and at least their thought process won't match along with you. You can't align. When the moon and okay, now let's see about the moon and Ketu combination. Now it's only the aspect that tells about the mother mental health may not be that much common. But when the moon and Ketu combination is present, you should not even align with your mother in any way, in any thoughts. When your mother was standing in a 0 degree, you will go into a 360 degree. That's the way. There is no match. Okay. When the Rahu was second in the second house, education may get disturbed. In either way. Or you may not interest. The kid was not interested in the basic education itself. Why I need to go to school? Why I need to study? That kind of the stuff may come.
Okay. I have one more point, ma'am. His fourth lord is Jupiter. So won't that help his mother?
Fourth lord is Jupiter. Won't have, okay, there is a Jupiter in the ninth. Possible. Highly possible.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That should be helping his mother.
Here is
Also.
it. Okay. That is also void. Okay, I will tell you why. Again, the hero Rahu will aspecting the fourth house. And this is aspecting the 9, 10, 11, and it's expecting the 12th also. Okay, so whatever the energy given by the Jupiter that is in the Trigona position, it's again be eliminated by the Rahu. If you can see this, the Rahu and aspecting the fourth house also. So that is also wiped out. But still we have to confirm with Saragunan. Whatever the things whatever the things discussed, it will be correct or not. It's really best if Saragunan. We'll discuss the same thing again, then we'll find an answer, because there is some more thing we can discuss also along with Saragunan. Then we'll find an answer.
Ma'am, what is his yoga and karana? You've already noted it down, ma'am?
What is it? Yoga?
Yoga and karana of Sarunan.
For him? Oh, okay. Give me a second.
No, if it is there, maybe we can talk next week. It's already getting late.
His Karana is a Taitale Karana. And
Taitulya.
Yoga is a Sula.
Ma'am, come again?
Sula. Yoga is the Taitale.
Taitulya.
Okay. Tamil in the Taitale. Taitula.
Taitulya. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then that's all about today's class. We'll see you all next week then.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, one more thing. And the mid of 20. Okay. Next week we have a class. The coming week, the 25th of the July, right? 25th to 26th, I'm traveling. That week we don't have a class. Otherwise, that's only 1 week. 25th July. Okay. Next week we'll have class.
Okay.
Thank you, Vanessa.
See you next week. Okay, bye then.
Bye.